Hi friends, and welcome to another craft video today at the library. Today we are going to be making origami boxes. So you can see here I have a wide variety of color and sizes. What's really fun with origami is with most projects all you need is a square piece of paper. You can buy origami paper that's thinner and pretty easy to use. I also do lots of origami projects just with plain old white paper from the computer printer or any kind of scrap paper at home works really well. So before I show you how to make an origami box, I'm going to quickly show you how you can turn a rectangle piece of paper into a square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one corner of my paper and I'm going to come over to one side and I'm going to match up this line here, the edge, and then I'm gonna fold. And you wanna make sure this corner lines up with this. It makes a straight line. So it's gonna look like a triangle when you're done. So you're gonna fold it in half like that. Then you're gonna cut right here. And what I do is, to make it easier when I cut, is I just fold this up real quick to kind of give me a better angle to cut at, and then I can cut back this way. Try that line again. And then I can trim it with scissors. And that is going to give us a similar perfect square. Now, like me, you can see I didn't make a perfect edge, so I can come in and trim this up if I need be for my square. But today I already have some origami paper made, so let's get started. So to begin with this project, you're gonna take your square piece of paper, and if you have, if it's a colored piece of paper, some people recommend to do it with the color side in. I don't really think it makes a difference unless you want one color over the other color. So to get started, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fold with the white side in my square piece of paper in half. And then I'm gonna open it up and I am gonna fold the other half that doesn't have a line through it to the other corner like that. So then you have a square that looks like that with a grid or a line, two lines through it. Next, I'm gonna find the center of my square and I'm gonna take each corner and fold it into the middle. And all you're doing is bringing this corner all the way to here and folding it to the middle. And you're gonna do this until every one of these corners is in the middle. Okay, so now I'm to this step. Next step, we are going to fold all of this in half. So we're gonna take this side and fold to this side. And we're gonna open it back up again. And where this fold line is, you're gonna take this edge and find that line and fold it. And then you're gonna take this edge and do the same thing. Then, once you're at this stage, you're gonna go ahead and fold it in half again. So I'm gonna take this side and match it up with this side. Then I'm gonna open it back up and I'm gonna do the same thing we did just a moment ago. Where this edge is, I'm gonna take this corner and fold in like that and crease. And what it means to crease, that means to smooth the edges out so that you get those sharp lines, and that's gonna help you later when you're folding to make crisp lines when you're doing origami. Okay, so now it's time to open this back up. So we've folded all our lines, and it's gonna kind of look like this when we get there. So our next step is kind of tricky, and it takes a little bit of practice, but once you get it, it comes through really smoothly. So our next step is to take all of these edges and fold them back in to create our box. So I'm gonna pull this out, and I got the point here. If you can see, you have all these fold lines and creases. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna use those lines and creases to create our box. So I'm gonna take this side, and I'm gonna pinch it in and fold like that. And then I'm gonna take this side and pinch it in and fold like that. And then I'm gonna crease it, and then you're gonna push these walls together. It's being sassy. And then you're like this, and then you're gonna fold that down the side wall and pinch it in like that to create your first wall. And now, like we did before, we're gonna do this 3 more times because there's 4 corners to our square. So I'm gonna pull, and what the easiest way I found to do this is to do the side opposite. So I did this side, so I'm gonna come over to this side and do this one. And same thing, you got those fold lines, and you're gonna pinch them together. You're gonna pinch it again. That, and then bring it down, and then you have your box. So I'm gonna do this process just one more time to show you real quick how to do it. So let's see, I'm back to this part again. So we've opened our box. We're bringing those folds down, bringing those corners in. So for here, we're just pinching those corners in. And then you see it looks like an envelope. You're just gonna fold the envelope down like that. And then you're gonna come to the other side and do the same thing. And then you can kind of pinch the sides to bring those corners up together. And then you have your box. So one more thing before I go is you can take 2 boxes and fit them into each other to make a little present or gift box. Sometimes you can kind of get it to fit together, or you can cut one piece of paper down just a little bit so it fits in the other box. But this is an example of that. I kind of just squished this little guy in here. But then you can put little treasures in your origami box. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you.